1979. What a year. Since then, a lot of things have changed, but one thing's remained true. The great UltraTune promise to offer a logbook service by our highly qualified mechanics. UltraTune. Over 270 locally owned centres servicing Australia since 1979.
On air, online, and on your smart speaker.
Henry Post Jewellers. Free engravings on all purchases. Jewellery and watches for that personal touch for Christmas.
SAFM News Briefing.
Hi, it's Dan Flake here with the latest. The final review of the National Disability Insurance Scheme's made 26 recommendations, and it also calls for another 139 supporting actions to come into effect, and all of it should happen as a package over 5 years. NDIS Minister Bill Shorten's told Press Club the changes are key to the long-term sustainability of the program.
The National Disability Insurance Scheme is here to stay. It is not going away, but we need to get it back on track.
Meantime, the states and territories are urged to do more outside of the NDIS to provide so-called foundational supports as part of a more accessible, inclusive system as part of the review. Major changes to the way tobacco is sold nationally are set to come into effect. It means new graphic health warnings on packaging and restrictions on the use of flavours like menthol, while it also brings e-cigarettes under the new legislation, some of which will come into effect next year. A bunch of industrial relations legislations passed in Parliament today, but it's not all of what the government wanted. Crossbenchers support calls to make wage theft a crime, to make it easier for first responders suffering from PTSD to receive compo, and for labour hire and redundancy loopholes to be closed. However, several other measures will be debated next year now after the bill was split. Also today, there's concerns Tropical Cyclone Jasper could intensify to a Cat 4 tonight, possibly higher as it sits near the Coral Sea. And Republican candidates have squared off in the final debate before the party decides on its nominee for the 2024 US presidential election. North Melbourne's Jenna Broden has suffered a setback after a partial Achilles rupture in the AFLW Grand Final. While she avoids a full tear and lengthy recovery, it'll likely hint at Broden's preparations for next season. 8 Aussie men led by Alex Diminor are directly accepted into the Australian Open, while Ala Tomljanovic is the only local woman on the list. Nick Kyrgios, sidelined by injuries, is absent but could receive a wild card. And the BBL kicks off tonight with the Brisbane Heat hosting the Melbourne Stars at the Gabba.
Ready?
I'm ready.
It's timeless design, state-of-the-art technology, and captivating performance. Advanced new Mazda CX-3, a modern classic.
Gabba.
Buying or selling, rural or residential properties? Miller, Wan and John. This is SAFM weather.
Today on the Limestone coast, mostly cloudy with a low of 10 and a top of 24. Tomorrow, mostly cloudy with a low of 10 and a high of 26. And uncover well-kept secrets with listeners' lineup of investigative podcasts. Download their app and search Uncover.